History is filled with almosts, with those who almost adventured, who almost achieved, but ultimately, for them it proved to be too much. Then there are others, the ones who embrace the moment and commit. And in these moments of truth, these men and women, these mere mortals, just like you and me, as they peer over the edge, they calm their minds and steel their nerves with 4 simple words that have been whispered by the intrepid since the time of the Romans. Fortune favors the brave.
Only the fortune favors the brave. I've been getting a lot of feedback. A lot of people has been messaging me saying, Crypto Brown, what's going on with the market? Why are we bleeding so bad? How come Dogelon Mars is down to 1500s? Well, let me go ahead and break this down for everybody who is watching right now. Stay tuned. It's going to be a little long video. Is the crypto bull run over? Markets are panicking after Bitcoin fell from 108,000 to 96K in 48 hours. But don't be fooled. This is not the end of the bull market. 1, the market panic is overblown. Bitcoin is down 10% after a 54% pump in 40 days. This isn't a crash. It's healthy consolidation in a bull market. Historically, corrections like these paved the way for higher highs. Let's zoom out. Key support levels remain intact. Weekly 2179K, daily 273K. Even a wick to these levels wouldn't break the bull market structure. Higher highs and higher lows are still forming. Why the panic then? Markets always overreact to FOMC announcements. Powell hawkish tone delayed the money printer, QE, but the big picture hasn't changed. The U.S. economy is stable, with unemployment dropping from 4.2% to 4.1% in recent months. Let's break down the data. The Fed cuts rates by 25 BPS as expected. They'll pause rate cuts in early 2025 to monitor inflation. Inflation is 2.75% higher than the Fed's 2% target, delaying QE. Unemployment is still stable, signaling economic resilience, and slower rate cuts aren't bearish. They're a sign of stability. Here's the important part. Powell's cautious approach delays a recession. Historically, aggressive rate cuts signal economic trouble. 2008, 2020. And again, family, this is reminding me of the whole 2020 era when a lot of stocks and crypto was, dropping. It was crashing. And a lot of people were panicking. And they were like, man, everything's going to go downhill. Not really. If you remember in 2020, most of you guys, some of the OGs have accumulated in those assets in those years. And they became millionaires the year after. So this is giving me bullish vibes. All right. So what about the money printer? Quantitative tightening continues, with the Fed reducing its balance sheet, but this won't last. The U.S. debt crisis ensures QE's return. Once QE begins, Bitcoin and crypto markets will explode. The timing is everything. What are the signs of the QE coming? Number 1, the Fed is already slowing Q2. Since May, they've reduced asset sales from $60 billion a month to $25 billion a month. 2, rising U.S. debt requires the Fed to step in and buy treasuries. This is inevitable. So as you guys see right here, this is the USDebtClock.org. All right, they show you everything. The Fed won't start quantitative easing until inflation drops further. Right now, inflation is at 2.75%, slightly above the Fed's 2% target. Once inflation stabilizes or the Fed adjusts its target, the money printer will come back on. Watch for shifts in the Fed's language in early 2025. If Bitcoin is your focus, dips like this are buying opportunities. Even at 97K, the structure remains bullish. Higher highs, higher lows are intact. The last local support is at 94K. And as long as Bitcoin stays above 79K, the uptrend is strong. Altcoins, however, are more volatile. Bitcoin dropped 10%, but most altcoins fell 20 to 30%. This is normal. Altcoins have 2 to 3x the volatility of Bitcoin. Stay cautious. If Bitcoin drops further, altcoins will follow. Use this time to focus on high conviction projects like Dogelon Mars. Like, this is the time when you want to accumulate. Okay. And here's a strategy to survive the volatility. 1, avoid leverage. 2, be prepared for Bitcoin to drop 10%, altcoins 20 to 30%. 3, focus on the long term. Don't get shaken out during temporary corrections. Okay? So I want you guys to understand this. Like, we have a lot of things that is about to happen, and we are not done yet. Okay? Now, as you see here, you might look at your portfolio and be disheartened because it's smaller than a lot of people you see on social media. But you only need a 10x or 2 to fix that. Lock in and make it happen. And I see Del Crypto, he posted, my post making people millionaires is a dream come true. And so is 1 cent Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu, yeah, they partner with Chainlink, but we're listed on the Commodity Commission Exchange. How come we cannot reach 2 zeros? Shiba Inu could touch a penny when Shiba Inu holds 589 trillion tokens, where we're currently burning our tokens right now. And this is not even considered the great burn. And we already burned 1 billion tokens. We probably burned over, what, 10 billion tokens already? Your biggest competitor is you. You will see many people posting screenshots of massive gains soon. Don't feel like you need to keep up. Keep stacking the small, consistent gains that's how you win over the long term. Stay in the game. You'll get big wins eventually. And as you guys know, this is El Salvador Bitcoin office. They said we just transferred over $1 million worth of Bitcoin to our strategic Bitcoin reserve, and they remain bullish. Kathy Wood predicts Donald Trump election could drive private company acquisitions and reaffirms her $1.5 million Bitcoin price target. Are you ready? Price discovery corrections tend to occur between week 6 and week 8. They tend to last a few weeks. Also, they tend to be up to 4 price discovery corrections at most until a bull market ends. This is the first price discovery correction in this cycle, which means it is an optimal reaccumulation opportunity with a higher probability of price reversal to the upside. I hope you guys are bullish. France, 5th largest bank, 863 billion BPCE group to launch Bitcoin and crypto purchases for its 35 million customers in 2025. So again, family, we haven't even really started the bull run. And also, we have not even seen the all-time highs. Okay, Bitcoin already broke its all-time high. Other assets have not broken their all-time highs yet. Okay, Ethereum still has not crossed over their all-time high. So with that being said, be expected next year could be a very, very bullish year for all of us. Shout out to El Jose. He replied, Coinbase, Binance, and Kraken, 3 zeros times 1000x. Come on, fam. You guys see the 3 zeros in the picture right here, 3, 3, 3, and you see 1, 2, 3. Huh. Most of us will already be multi-millionaires. And as you guys see right here, they can dump it as much they want. I'll never stop being bullish for 2025. Millionaires will be made. And if you guys see right here, What are the most viewed cryptocurrency on CoinMarketCap? As you guys know, we were at top one, a month ago. Now we're at rank number 151 right now. Dogelon Mars. There we go right here. That's our baby right here. Sitting at 601611. Talking about like, why does the market dip when I don't have any fiat in my bank account? Why? Why does it happen like that? I do not know, but it tends to happen like that. As we see here, crypto's in multi-year bull market, and the Fed can't stop it, expert says. So when I was telling you guys that we can have a continuously bull run, could last, because the Fed can't do nothing to it. Meme Lord says, a penny 2030. We can see a penny very sooner than that. But let's get into this article right quick. Cryptocurrencies will surge ahead in multi-year bull market, defying Fed-induced volatility as institutional adoption, blockchain innovation, which Dogelon Mars is having their own blockchain, which is major. A lot of people are sleeping on it. And ETF flows drive unstoppable momentum. This can be very bullish. And we're going to go ahead and read into this right quick. Multi-year crypto boom, the forces driving unstoppable growth. Here we go here. Obviously, the big catalyst today was the Fed announcement. The Fed cut rates by 25 basis points as expected, but lowered expectations for next year from 4 cuts to 2 cuts. The Bitwise CIO noted, higher rates are bad for risk assets, and the Fed's announcement caused a sharp pullback in all risk assets. The S&P 500 fell 3%, and the riskier Russell 2000 small cap index fell 4.4%. The market reaction was swift, with Bitcoin's drop exacerbated by leverage trading dynamics. This being crypto, however, the initial pullback wasn't the end of the story, Hogan explained. The leverage is a fact of life in crypto. When there are sharp pullbacks in the market, levered positions get stopped out. 600 million of leverage long positions were blown out in today's market, exacerbating the pullback. And as what he says, despite the immediate volatility, Hogan rejected the idea of broader trend reversal, calling the downturn a mere hiccup. He pointed out that the Federal Reserve influence on cryptocurrency markets has diminished, stating, the Fed is less relevant to crypto than it has been in the past. Crypto now has internal momentum, and nothing about today's announcement interrupts the mega trends. Hogan outlined several factors driving this long-term momentum, including a pro-crypto reversal in Washington's policy, rising institutional adoption and ETF flows, Bitcoin purchases by governments and corporations, and major tech breakthroughs in the programmable blockchain space. He also highlighted a technical indicator as evidence of resilience, noting Bitcoin's 10-day exponential moving average 102K is still above its 20-day exponential moving average 99,000. This simple measure has historically been quite telling on market trends, family. So if you're not bullish right now, it's ridiculous. And you guys see investors are buying. They are buying this healthy consolidation right now, as what you guys see in the market right now. This is on DEX tools. They're accumulating while others are panicking and crying right now. So what are you going to do for the bull run? What is your expectations? Are you accumulating? If you do not have enough funds to accumulate and you already got you a bag, just sit back. Okay? You may use some Christmas money to buy you some more bags. But other than that, 2025, 2026, 2027, it's going to be some crazy years because we're going to deal with a different whole strategy. The Fed has no control, has no power. They've been manipulating the market for so long. Now they don't have any power. They are not even allowed to own any Bitcoin, any digital assets. They're stopping the the senators from trading stocks. So if they're stopping the senators and the people in the legislation staff from accumulating stocks and bonds, where's the money going to flow to? It's going to flow into crypto assets, digital assets. It's a reason why the devs were working so hard and was seeing like, okay, we know we could deal with a healthy consolidation, but what can we do to leverage out these traders that's trying to dump? This is not a dump and pump token. This Dogelon Mars is going to grow. So, hey man, how the markets is looking, and if you're scared, of what you guys see right now in the prices of Dogelon Mars 1607, if you're scared about the price of Dogelon Mars, where you seeing that right now, you shouldn't be in the crypto space. Bitcoin sitting at 93 grand. How bullish are you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Are you accumulating, or are you sitting back and reclining? Because there's nothing wrong if you're sitting back and reclining, because you shouldn't have an urge. I mean, we had these prices before. You guys seen what is about to happen. You guys know that Dogelon Mars is about to go stupid in the market right now. And this explains it all right here. This explains it. Family, stay bullish. Stay humble. Understand our times is coming soon.
Right now, on November 8th, I announced that when Mr. Trump, whether you love him or hate him, this was the beginning of the greatest transformation of wealth the world has ever fucking seen since World War II. See, I know what he was going to do. I know what he's going to do now. And he hasn't even got started. Now, what are you going to tell your kids and your grandkids 25 years from now when they say, gee, Daddy, gee, Grandpa, what were you doing other than having your thumb up your big fucking ass during the greatest transformation of wealth in the history of the world? What were you fucking doing? Fuck all, nothing. That's what most of you will tell them, your grandchildren and your children. It's never going to get any better than this, kids. This is the, as I said on YouTube, the eye of the perfect motherfucking storm. This is it. I never thought I'd live to see it again. This is going to make the 80s look like a nursery rhyme, which I praise Allah, praise Buddha, praise God. I participated in slashing and raping everybody in the 80s. Legally. This is going to make that look like a fucking nursery rhyme. And what are you going to tell your kids? Oh, I had to spreadsheet it. I had to think about it. I had to read another book on M&A, you fucking morons. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.